The movie Moneyball is based on a true story, where a small market Major League Baseball team, the Oakland Athletics, tries to compete with a larger market team. Oakland's newly appointed general manager attempts to assemble a competitive team in 2002. This is not just an American story. Australia too has a professional baseball league called the Australian Baseball League. ABL was revived 3 years ago after it became bankrupt. Melbourne Aces, a professional baseball team in Victoria. Although Aces did not win the championship last season, this team has seen significant improvement. This could be attributed to this man, who works behind the scenes. Windsor Knox, the general manager for the Melbourne Aces, celebrated with his team players when they got the ticket to the 2011-2012 Championship Series at their home ground at the Melbourne Showground. So, what prior experience does Windsor brings to the Melbourne Aces? And how does he go about the branding?
My primary focus is marketing the brand and selling sponsorships and memberships and trying to find ways of getting the community involved with the teams.
In the sporting city of Melbourne, while facing media coverage competition from other major sports, how does baseball try to get a share of that coverage?
Last year we took a gamble with, I wouldn't say it was a gamble, but we took a leap of faith on doing radio. So we engaged SEN Radio to put together a broadcast package. So we did a full court press with SEN, not only on doing a membership week, running commercials each week prior to a game. We did 13 broadcasts, so we spent a considerable amount of money on SEN, and it paid off for us. I don't think that any time during our season, if you didn't hear a Melbourne Aces ad on SEN, you probably weren't paying attention. So we'll probably end up taking that strategy again this year. The game is getting more popular. It's being more exposed. Obviously, the brand is more well known in the Melbourne market, which is one of the most competitive markets to try and get a new sporting team around. We've got 8 or 9 footy teams, a couple of rugby teams, a couple of soccer teams, netball, ice hockey, basketball. So it's a fairly competitive market. So for us to increase the brand, even the slightest in the Melbourne market, we're quite happy with. I think that when we're trying to establish a brand and get people in the seats to watch a baseball game, because baseball truly is one of those sports, especially in the Australian market, where you almost have to come experience it to actually live it. Because we're also putting on an entertainment package in between innings, so we're providing entertainment for families to come out and enjoy. Not only the Maverick, the mascot, but the in between innings whether we're doing potato sack races or the spinning bat race or the ace race around the bases. It is truly a game to come experience, and I think there's 4,000 seats in the stadium. There's not a bad one in the house, so there's plenty of seats. We didn't sell out the stadium once last year, so there's plenty of seats. You can buy them online or you can buy them at the gate. Last year we added cheerleaders, which is something that baseball doesn't normally have. And cheerleaders actually were one of the things that most people commented that was the positive thing that we actually added. So one of our sponsors, Fabulous Catering, came up with the idea that they wanted to sponsor us, but they would also sponsor cheerleaders. And at the time I thought it was a pretty stupid idea, but looking back on it now, it was probably, they probably got more exposure than any of our sponsors, besides our naming rights sponsor, Jet Couriers, by parading around the cheerleaders. And they were part of our entertainment package. They even traveled to Perth for the championship. They were televised all over the world on Fox Sports. So it was a pretty brilliant idea on behalf of Fabulous Catering.
Windsor's tactics seems to take off the ground well so far. However, Aces has still challenging parts remaining.
Probably the biggest challenge we have on a day-to-day basis is building the ground, I think, is a complicated thing for us, because basically we take over the main arena here at the Melbourne Showgrounds. We have to transform it within 2 weeks into a Major League Baseball standard field, and we do that from scratch. And I think probably maintaining that quality and having to tear it apart at the end of the season probably is the most challenging and complicated thing we do here.
The Melbourne Aces finished second place in the league last season. What are Windsor's thoughts on this major achievement?
Well, it was quite a big run for the boys to come from last place just a month prior to probably one of the most phenomenal finishes in sports in Australia, where there were 4 teams battling for the second spot in the ABL to make the finals. And down to the last game of the season, the Aces had to sweep Canberra 2 games, and we did. Made it into the finals, so to get all the way to the championship and expose the game on Fox Sports Worldwide was exciting. Some people would say it's luck. It's how teams play on the day and momentum, and when teams get hot, they're hard to stop. And I think this season, especially in 2011-2012, the Perth Heat were the class of the league. They were just tearing everybody up, dominating every single city they went to. I think they finished the season 12 games ahead of everybody else, and in a 50-game season, it's quite remarkable. When it got down to the end, there were 4 or 5 teams still placed to try and make the playoffs, and our team got hot at the right time. So momentum just shifted our way, and give credit to our boys. I mean, they did not give up. When we had to win games, we won games, and I think momentum was just on our side. We have some great players. Travis Blackley, who pitched for us down the run, contributed probably to a lot of our victories towards the end. Just got signed by the San Francisco Giants, is now playing with the big club, one of our great success stories. So momentum is a great thing in sports, and we just happened to get hot at the right time.
The movie Moneyball demonstrates that Auckland made Major League history with 20 consecutive wins in 2002. Fans are euphoric as well as players. For baseball to make a piece of history, it not only needs good committed players, but also the ardent support of its local fans as well. Due to the continuous support of Major League Baseball in the United States, baseball has the potential to become a big market sport here in Australia. Although the road to achieving that is long, with the support of its local fans, Melbourne Aces looks well prepared for that journey. The Aces have just only started to make a mark in the ABL, and the 2012-2013 series will be a test to just how prepared they are. The Melbourne Showground will be the next sporting venue to keep your eyes on. The baseball, that is.